Hello, everybody, and all my dear viewers. This is Deepak Jain, and today I'm going to touch a very sensitive topic. And this topic is about the consumption of liquor. So, there has always been a debate on a topic. This is, should alcohol be banned or should alcohol be continued? If you Google this topic or the list of the topics, then you will definitely come across this topic on Google in the list of the topics, right? And if it is in the list of the topics, then we must know about it, right? So today I'm going to let you know, or I'm going to apprise you certain facts about the consumption of liquor, and I will also let you know about the general opinion of people, like what do people say about alcohol. But before that, or prior to that, we must get into the definition of alcohol, what alcohol is, right? And before you touch any topic or before you speak on any topic, you must be aware of the definition of that topic. Clear? So, you know what alcohol is? Actually, alcohol is a liquid form of intoxication. There are many forms of intoxication available in the market, but this alcohol is the liquid form of intoxication, or it comes like wine, vodka, beer, or rum. Okay, as per the weather, situation, or the condition, people choose the variety of liquor, right? So, that is what the alcohol is. And if you see the or about alcohol, then you will see many people like it, many people dislike it, many people support the continuity of alcohol, and many people oppose the continuity of alcohol, right? So then this question actually arises in people's mind: is alcohol good? Is all alcohol bad? And then people definitely think, if this alcohol is good, then why do people blame it? Why do people criticize it? Why do people, or why do many people hate it? Many people abhor it, right? And they detest it. And if alcohol is bad, then question arises that why do many people consume it if it is certainly bad, right? So that is why actually it becomes confusing for the people, or especially for the children of the growing age, right? So this is the cause that we must delve into this, right? Now, actually, after knowing the opinion of many people, because I had a word with many people, and obviously it is my daily routine, it's my job to actually take the views or the ideas of people, right? So, about the continuity and about the discontinuity, I actually took the views of people. And in the favor of alcohol, I spoke to people. Then why should it continue? Because the people who consume it, who take it, they would advocate the continuity of liquor, and they do so. They do so, right? So the people who consume alcohol or liquor, they actually talk about its benefit. And when asked, you know what benefits do they tell? They simply say, when they take this liquor in moderacy, they just claim to be moderate and say, when they consume liquor, it stimulates their appetite. They say this. And in their words, I'm going to tell you, how do they say? Before having meals, before having food, if you consume alcohol, then you love to have food. It stimulates your appetite. That's what they say, right? Second, they say before sleeping, if you take it, or before eating the food, then you get good food. It means it actually increased your appetite. So it was like an appetizer, and after that, when they sleep, they actually get of profound or sound sleep, right? Because many people are insomniac. So it removes their insomnia. That's what those people say. Fine. And those people also say that, whenever they have a tension or depression or they have fatigue because of their routine and it was full of hassles, right? So, after taking liquor, it actually dispels, removes their fatigue and it soothes their mind. That's what the people say, right? And many people tell many benefits of liquor. And I must tell you, even in the holy book of Quran, right? In Quran, it is mentioned there that there are certain benefits of alcohol. Some benefits are there of alcohol. That's what Quran says. Okay. But in Quran, in the holy book Quran, it is absolutely or certainly prohibited. In Hindi, we call it haram, right? So the prohibition of liquor is haram, means prohibited in the holy book Quran. The reason is that Quran says that the advantages are there, so are the disadvantages, but comparatively, the disadvantages are more than the advantages. And if disadvantages are more, then it actually becomes prohibited. That is the cause that Quran disapproves the consumption of liquor, right? And the people, many people who are there who oppose the consumption of liquor, they also say that because of the liquor or this alcohol, so many spats are there, fights, quarrels are there, so many tussles are there. After taking it, people tend to fight because they lose control. Okay, many people say that people may meet with an accident if they consume liquor because then they lose their senses, they lose their concentration. So that is why there is a possibility because of the aberrant, because the mind is aberrant, right? So because in that temporary aberrant of mind, they people may meet with an accident. That's what the people say, that many accidents happen or occur just because of the consumption of alcohol, right? So that is why, and many people become unconscious after taking lots of alcohol or the quantity, right? So then they are unconscious and you see them in the drains, on the road, right? And sometimes the dogs are pissing on them and they are lying out of the senses and they don't know anything. Second thing, there are many people of dual personality. Dual personality means after taking liquor, what they talk, they also don't know what are they talking. And once they are sober, because next day, obviously, after certain hours, you are sober. And then they realize and apologize about the mistake that they committed when in the intoxication, when they were intoxicated, right? Okay, so that is why so many nuisances happen. Okay, but before the discussion of this topic, we also have to see all the nuances of this topic. Fine, only then people can conclude. Okay, so benefits, advantages, and disadvantages are also there. And if I talk about advantages, what do people say? Many people or many doctors say that it is according to those people. It is not my personal view. Okay, many people say that the people who consume liquor in moderacy, it means the people who are moderate in the consumption of liquor. Okay, then if you talk about the heart disease, then these people are less likely to be prone to the heart disease. Okay, I'm repeating, the people who consume the liquor in moderacy or the people who are moderate, they are less likely to be prone to the heart disease as compared to those people who are absolutely teetotaler. Yes, the people who do not consume at all. Still, they have been or had been afflicted with heart disease. But the people who consumed in moderacy, they were hardly prone to heart disease. But those people also say that it doesn't mean that you would love to consume alcohol, even if you are away from the heart disease, right? Because you never know that by taking it, if you become addicted to it, so you may increase the quantity of it, and once you increase the quantity of it, then there is a possibility then you will be more prone to heart disease. Yes, because if somebody consumes liquor excessively, then those people are prone to heart disease more than the normal people, more than the teetotalers, right? So the little bit of consumption of alcohol may be beneficial, right? But the excessive amount of alcohol is absolutely detrimental, or you can say pernicious for your health. And that's what the people are afraid of. That once you take it, once you begin with it, then there is a possibility that you may be addicted and you may increase the quantity of it, right? Because it was soothing your mind. Fine. So you want to soothe your mind more. So then it becomes the problem. That is what the people are afraid of. Fine. So now let's come to the banning of alcohol. If alcohol is pernicious, then why does not the government ban this? This is the question which comes. I'm going to let you know. First of all, the people who support alcohol, they say that government does not ban the consumption of alcohol because it benefits the government. They also say that if you ban the alcohol, then many people would lose their jobs because many people are involved in it, right? Because many people are working in those manufacturing companies or the brand. Okay. But the thing is, the question arises, if something is a poison, right? अगर वो कोई चीज है वो detrimental है, if it is absolutely detrimental, then the question is, if any detrimental thing benefits the government, does it mean that it should continue because it is benefiting the government and killing other people, right? This is not the benefit. It is called the side effect. Side effect. This is an effect of its side. Fine. So similarly, like this, I can also say, because in the accident, in the road accident, many people die, right? And when many people become injured, then it benefits the doctor. So does it mean that we can call the accident good? Because if somebody meets with an accident, it will benefit the doctor. So benefits are always there. There is a dictum in English, you must know. Every cloud has a silver lining. In Hindi, should I tell you? Yes. हर बुराई में भी एक अच्छाई होती है. So it doesn't mean just because of one goodness that evil would become good. No. So here we need to understand that if finally wine or the liquor is bad, is a social evil, then why should it continue? Just because the government gets the tax or the revenue of tax? No. Okay, this is not the reason. This is one of the reasons. It benefits the government. Actually, the reality is different. Reality is that when government bans the consumption or the continuity of liquor or the selling of liquor, then what happens? Let me tell, in Bihar, in Gujarat, it has been banned. Okay? But what were the consequences? And you must know the subsequent consequences. You must be aware of them. After that poisonous liquor was actually supplied in those areas. Whenever government bans the consumption of liquor, then these gangs, these mafias, goons become activated. Yes, then they sell the duplicate liquor, which is more detrimental than the original. And people do consume it. Mind it, remember it. Then what happens because of this poisonous liquor or wine, people lose their life. And the same thing happened in Bihar. 30 people died of the consumption of this poisonous liquor, and more than 400 people were in the hospital. And the people who died, the government had to redress for those people. The government had to give the compensation. 4 lakh rupees the government had to give to these people. See, the government lost its revenue. On the top of that, the government also had to give the compensation to the family of those people who died of the consumption of this poisonous liquor. So, why would the government incur such a great loss? By allowing the consumption of liquor, the government gets benefit. And when government discontinues or bans the consumption of liquor, then the government also has to pay the compensation to the people who died. Right? Now you can conjecture. Now you can read between the lines what I mean to say. Okay, so same thing happened in Bihar. So the government had to remove the ban finally. The government has to allow. Same case occurred in America many years ago. American government thought of banning it because there was a big ruckus. So many ladies came on the road and they remonstrated the continuity of liquor because of accidents and the domestic violence and the disputes, right? And American government banned it, but later, because that poisonous wine or the liquor came in the market, then the government had to continue, or you can say government had to remove the ban on the liquor. It happened in America. It really transpired. If you Google or search the history, right? But you also must know in many Islamic countries, it is still, even today, it is banned, prohibited, such as Somalia, such as Afghanistan, or many countries like Qatar. Qatar is there. Many countries are there. I cannot actually recall the names right away, but if you Google it, like the countries in which liquor is banned, the Islamic countries, so you will get the list of those countries. Now the question arises, if banning the liquor is so difficult, then how could it be banned in these Islamic countries? Is the cause, is the reason religion? Is religion the cause behind it? Because in Islam, it is absolutely prohibited, right? So, is it because of Islam or is it because of the government? Just because government had taken the strict or stern steps. If the government is very much stringent there, then is it possible to ban the consumption of liquor? So when it was banned in the Islamic countries, so you have to know and also let me know, was it because of the religion or was it because of the government is so much strict? So just because of the stern steps of the government that it could be possible there, it could be feasible there, right? So when we talk about India, so is it because of the negligence of the government that government is not able to clutch the mafias, the goons, right, or the people who are gangsters, right? So yes, after banning the liquor, these mafias and the gangs will get activated, but then is the government not able to clutch them? Fine, that is something that we have to see, right? And when people say about liquor, many murder cases, criminal cases are there. Then people say in most of the cases that this liquor or this wine was the reason because it excited the person, and that person in that excitement, in that Dutch courage. Here you must know, when people consume this liquor, it also brings a Dutch courage in those people. It means they get a kind of a courage. It is called as Dutch courage because it is a fake courage that only comes after having liquor or alcohol. So we call it Dutch courage. शराब के पीने के बाद में आने वाली झूठी वीरता या साहस, राइट, विच इज टेम्पररी. So in that Dutch courage, people commit murder, people flirt with the girls, and many people also tend to commit rape. After many rape cases, or out of the rape cases, in many rape cases, it was found that the person was drunk, intoxicated, and later the person was penitent, the person was contrite. Yes, there was a contrition because the person had a remorse. He himself admitted that just because of that liquor or in that excitement, I committed this heinous crime and today I repent, I am penitent. That's what many people said in their interviews after the crime happened. Right? So, yes, the consumption of liquor also gives birth to many crimes. This is also true. Fine. So finally, I have a personal question. Is this liquor, is this wine, or the consumption of liquor, is this indispensable? Can people, if you imagine your life without it, मान लो ये होती ही नहीं, suppose it has no existence, then would the people not be able to live? Will it make any difference in people's life? Yes or no? You have to tell me, right? So if it is vital, then yes, it should continue. If it is not, then why should it? Right? But many people who advocate this, who support this, they also say if you talk about the harms or the side effects, then there is fast food in the market. Okay, and when people consume this fast food, especially made of maida, then it also harms people, it is detrimental, then it should also discontinue. If people consume even that fast food in moderacy, it will not harm them. But if they consume this fast food, if they consume this fast food excessively, then it will harm them, right? So is it the mistake of the fast food or is it the mistake of people? Obviously it is the mistake of people. Similarly, those people who advocate the continuity of alcohol, they simply say that it is not the mistake of the alcohol, it is the mistake of those greedy or the covetous people who consume it excessively. So it is the mistake of the people, not the mistake of the alcohol. That's what people say. मैं उन लोगों की बात कर रहा हूँ, the people who advocate the continuity of alcohol and they like it, and the people who are sagacious, sensible, and wise, right? They say that they consume it in moderacy and they are not affected by it. Those people say that. So if people consume it excessively, it is the mistake of those people. It doesn't mean that we would ban this consumption of liquor or the selling of liquor. That's what the people say, right? And in army, for the army people, it is allowed, not on duty, but the off duty, because many people have to spend their time in Siachen, in Ladakh, right? So actually for those people it is allowed, it is permissible or permitted. Fine. So if it is bad and many people consider it as a medicine, right? And if it is so bad, then why is it allowed for those people? Because for those people it becomes like a medicine, it becomes like a drug, right? So now guys, that was all about the consumption of alcohol. Okay, after listening to me, I will actually not conclude, I actually leave this conclusion on you. You please tell me, should it continue, should it discontinue, right? And even in the comment box or by telling me verbally, you can just share your views, fine, about the continuity and the discontinuity of liquor. Fine, should it continue or should it not? And you can also give your reasons behind it. Okay, I would highly appreciate your comments, your views on it. Fine. And whatever I said may not be my personal views, these are the general views and what people say about it. Fine, that was it in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video and listening to me, and thank you so much for your patience and for your serene attention towards this video. Okay, thank you very much once again and have a wonderful day and take care and bye now.